So there's so much happening out there in the market. We are talking about DeepSeek, a new LLM on the block, and there was news everywhere from China catching up to the US in the race. We saw Nvidia stock going down, losing tons of money, Italy banning the Chinese app because of data protection, and OpenAI, of course, suing DeepSeek for robbing their data. This is all super cool, and it seems to be a big disruption in the market. But what does it mean for you and us in the language industry? Today, I will talk to one of the experts in LLM and machine translation about this, Konstantin Dranch. He is a CEO of Custom MT, and he has done a research evaluation of the language quality of DeepSeek. Let's dive into it. Konstantin, great to have you on board.
Thank you, Jan. Great to be on the show.
Excellent. So let's start with my first question. DeepSeek claims to rival GPT-4 at a lower cost. How well does it actually perform in terms of language?
Well, when the hype wave started, I sounded a call on LinkedIn for the translators, translation companies, and localization teams in-house to evaluate per language, per type of content. And quite a few people stepped up. We have, I think, about 12 evaluations ready and 2 enterprise are ongoing. And the first results is that DeepSeek performs on the same level as Google and ChatGPT, sometimes better. It is, in terms of the linguistic quality, the preferences of the people. So one evaluator would go very critical of AI and would say only 40% of the segment sentences translated are useful. Others are more optimistic. For Italian, we had everything, 96% ready to go from the first pass. No need for editing at all. And the distance between the models was really small. So after the billions that ChatGPT poured in there, after the millions that Google Translate spent on a product, DeepSeek comes out of the blue and you can have the same quality. However, before we proceed, it's not yet usable, right? Because it's slow for the biggest R1 reasoning model. It generates those thinking tokens like, what's the capital of France? In some book, I heard it's Paris. Let's write it's Paris. So it can produce this kind of gibberish. Not always translation. It doesn't handle tags. So it's not ready to immediately start to be used in a localization scenario. But the potential is high.
Okay, so we see some TMS already incorporating the API option, right? Would you recommend people to go for it?
At the moment, there is no big upside compared to using DeepL, Google Translate, or the new interesting kids on the block like Lara or Widen, Microsoft or Bengenic, whatever is your favorite brand. The quality difference is minimal, and it depends on the language. Before the TMS and the MT companies operationalize it, it's not that useful. However, for the engineers who build those systems, it's a big breakthrough, right? They can distill that model, they can fine-tune it, they can put it inside their application. And whenever you're using the next Lara-like model, you might be using DeepSeek, just branded with the translation company's name. DeepSeek is open source, so you can put it on your computer and do what would like with it. You can call it after your name after you fine-tuned it, for example.
This is also what you did with your test. You just had it on a local server, and you run all the testing on your local. We had it on a
Western server, yes.
Got you.
Let's say, Jan, you decide to compete with DeepL tomorrow. You have Beluga Linguistics, right? The company. So you can fine-tune, distill, operationalize your DeepSeek and call it Beluga AI. And it would be as good as ChatGPT and sometimes better.
Well, maybe we do it. Privacy, security, customization. You already discussed the customization. This is possible. We can use the model. There was Italy banned DeepSeek about privacy concerns. We have Australia following suit. What does it mean for business that DeepSeek suddenly might be blocked in your
country?
When you're using DeepSeek on a website or app, it goes to China, so data can be shared, reused for training. The product is free, so the user is the part of the product. But if you download the model, deploy it on your own infrastructure, there is no connection. The security is top level. Depends on you, right? If you have a secure hosting, if you have enough of these GPUs, you can run it. And then it's safer than using ChatGPT because it stays within your contour.
So this would also be a possible strategy for global brands to make use of DeepSeek nowadays, to download and to work on a local instance and customize.
Yes, or using the teacher and student model approach, they can create their own models, and this will not be DeepSeek anymore. That will be Beluga AI.
This will be a cool discussion.
Of...
We will see it, Konsti, how this evolves. People can follow you on LinkedIn and on your website. Your profile is there. Custom MT continues to analyze the impact of DeepSeek and other models.
There will be many other models coming to the market. This is one of many. And now that Asian AI is on the radar, who knows what we'll see next.
Super excited. We will talk about that. If you have tested DeepSeek, leave it in the comments below and let us know your thoughts about it. Konsti, thanks a lot for being here and looking forward to discuss this in future.
Thank you, Jan. Good luck and happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.